Hello everybody, this is Proud Grandma coming from Zone 8A, formerly Lillian Clayton's urban garden. Well, I'm out here in the Polytown today, and I'm getting ready for spring. I thought I would have been farther ahead than I am. I'm just going to show you guys a little bit while I talk. But what happened was all the seeds that I seeded from last year, saved, stored, and planted this year, died. And all that didn't die, I had a little family of mice to move in. And buddy, they found my seed stash. And they had a ball. I mean a ball. They had a ball eating my seeds up. When I went in to get more seeds, I began to cry because I put work into that. But as you all can see, let me tell you what I'm using here. I saw this idea from someone else on YouTube. And I thought, what an inexpensive idea. So I went to the dollar store and got some of these styrofoam coolers. Take a look at it. That's all it is, a styrofoam cooler. And I put holes in the bottom. Let me get an empty one and show you all what I did. I'm still working on this project, but I put holes in the bottom. Let me hold it up so you can see those holes through there, hopefully. My holes are not as large as I would have liked them, but I used what I had. So I put a lot of holes in them. Now, you see these tomato plants are tomato plants that I bought that I've never tried before. They're called, let me see, what is this darn thing called? It's called Butchers. I'm going to give them a try this year. I got several of them. And I've got, let me see, what is this one? This is a Butcher's. Well, I have several varieties of tomato plants. And I have them sitting in those containers because I'm going to fill them with dirt. I have bags of dirt on the back of my truck that have to be unloaded. And I'm waiting on my son to come over, because see, I'm a grandma. Waiting on my son to come over and put those bags in the tunnel here for me so I can go ahead and fill those up and put goodies in them. So that's what I did. Now let me tell y'all how much these cost. Let me see if I can find one to show you. I've got about 3 more over here that I haven't used yet. See that price right there? That's $2.50. That's how much I paid for these. $2.50. And if I take care of them and be careful handling them, as with anything, they'll last a long time. Okay, so at my haul, when I went to Home Depot the other day, I picked up, or was it Walmart? One of them. Those are my stores. And I love Lowe's too. But I picked up my eggplants for the year. All I need is 2. And they just produce abundantly for me. If you're a household of 4 and below, don't plant a whole lot unless you plan on giving a whole lot away. Because believe me, out of those 2 plants last year, I harvested enough to give away to everybody that wanted some. And but I guess you'll believe me when I tell you, not many of us eat eggplants. So I didn't find a lot of people to give them away to. This right here is a kohlrabi plant gone to seed. Isn't that beautiful? Aren't the blossoms just gorgeous? This is a kohlrabi plant. A kohlrabi plant, I put 1 in this pot. It was left over from last spring. It was left over. And I said, well, I'm just going to stick it in a pot. I stuck it in a pot and left it there. I would water it when I water everything else. I ignored it, just went on. This season, and it takes a whole year. We don't know that when we first start out. Some of the seeds you're going to get from things you plant takes almost a year to get to that point. This is a year's worth of time and growth. And look at the seeds. Look at the seeds. Now, I was told to let it stay on here because this is a new experience for me with this. Let them stay on until the seeds turn a kind of brownish color. And then they will come off easily. All right. Now, my tunnel needs cleaning up. No, it's not cleaned up, but I tell you what, I'm glad to be out here. I'm glad to be out here, and I don't mind doing whatever I need to do to get it going. Well, this week I planted potatoes. Let me show y'all my potatoes I planted. I put out some Yukon Golds. I think these are Yukon Golds. I'm going to put these in there. I put some more dirt in there when I get the dirt today, when my son comes over and unload my truck. Okay, but I have here another one that I've already planted, and I've got this sitting on top until I can label. But that's 1, 2. Here's another one that's going to have some Yukon Golds in it. That's going to be 3 pots, 4, and 5. These are grow bags. I started using these 2 years ago, and look, they're still good. They're still good. I love them because the water, they don't retain water. The water seeps through, and they seem to be very compatible to your plants. Okay, let me see what else is out here in the tongue. I'm just doing a brief overview. If you're a grandma, you already realize, and I'm talking to the grandmas, and for whoever else it applies to. Sometimes you feel like coming out, and sometimes you don't. On my good days, I get out here, and I'm out here 4 and 5 hours. But on my not so good days, I may not come out for a couple of days. Because your body just said, I don't feel like it today. But if we are still consistent with what we are doing, we'll get a harvest. Okay, I've got stuff on this table I've got to plant. These are zinnias. I got these from the dollar store. 2 or 3 big boxes. I've got some more strawberries. I think I've already planted these. Yeah, I just got that laying there to show what kind of strawberries I planted. Now, I already had strawberry plants this year, but I'm adding to them because I had about 4 or 5 plants to survive last year. But these are, I don't see the name of the strawberries. I got them from Lowe's. Here's something else I got to put out. Hallelujah. What is it? A blueberry bush. Blueberry bush. I have 2 of them. No, this is a raspberry. Raspberry. Okay, and then I have another blueberry bush here in this pot that I'm going to put out. Now, these are the strawberry roots that I just planted last week. Already you see new growth coming out. You see new growth coming out. See? You see new growth coming out. They look dead. I wonder where they're going to make it. But they're going to be all right. And so I've got tomatoes left over from last year. They overwintered outside in the weather, unattended. And now they're ready to start taking off, and they're going to make me bigger onions. Okay, let me show you what else I've got over here. What are those other strawberries at? Oh, I moved them outside. It's getting a little warm in the tunnel up in the daytime. This is some more stuff I picked up that I got to plant. I've got some broccoli there. This is broccoli. These are curly top turnips. Lettuce. I've got 2 or 3 different kinds of lettuce. And I've got some green leaf lettuce. So I'm going to be putting that out, and I will do a video when I do it. I've been working on my equipment, y'all. Now, these are ferns. You're going to see how they come back to life. These are ferns that I kept over winter from last year. They were so beautiful. They are ferns. We're going to see how they come back out. And I want to say this while I'm showing you all. I don't have a water system in here, so what I did was I ran a hose. You see that red hose? I ran it through the tunnel. And I put a sprinkler on the end of it. These were things I had laying around for years. and I'm watering this part of the tunnel. Well, I planted some seeds. I just threw them out over here, and look at that. Look at what's coming up. Now, ask me what it is. I don't know. It looked like it should be, this looks like kale. We'll see, or either chard. That don't look like either one to me. But we'll see, because we're going to stay in touch. I want to see what you're doing, and I want to show you what I'm doing. But whatever it is, it's growing. All right, so this is one side of the tunnel. I've got an onion that overwintered in here. And look at the size of it now. Look at that onion. Look at that onion. It's big. Let me find it for you. It's big. Yeah, big. All right, and I'm going to put some other things over in here, y'all. I'm just going to pull it up. Okay, over here, on the other side of the tunnel, I've got some beans. I threw some seeds out. Y'all see them growing? If you look, you'll see the line. And they're beans. And this line comes on down here. It's moving on. Now, this right here, this is a pepper plant. I'm going to see if it's going to come back to life. That's an experiment. I'm going to see what it does this year. It's been sitting there dormant all winter. But I will show you. And here are my beans. They're coming up. I just did a row. And look at that, they're growing. I did a row. And I'm going to put some tomatoes in the back. I'm going to put some tomato plants in the back. Those tomato plants that I have left over to plant, I'm going to put those over there in the back and see how well they do. Well, y'all, so far, this is the tunnel. This is what I've done. Stay tuned. I've got the outside to do too, but right now I'm just working in the tunnel, trying to assess what I have, see what I need to do with it as I get ready to go into full motion into spring. All right, now we're going to walk outside. Let me show y'all up under here. I didn't show y'all up under here. Look at it. Look at that tomato plant. Look at it. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Does it need water? It's fine. You know, we had a few cool days, so I stuck them up under this tablecloth, under this table, to kind of shield them even more, and they look like they're doing all right. I see blossoms. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to run out here real quick and show you guys my strawberry plants. Everything that was in the tunnel, I moved it outside. They can stand the weather. Oh, look at there. Guess what kind of tree this is? Guess what kind of tree this is? Let me show you. I keep my tags on until I get used to the tree and what it looks like. This is a persimmon. This is a fruity persimmon in the pot. She's in the pot. This is another pepper plant. I'm going to see if it comes back to life. But that persimmon, I bought her last year, and I planted her, and she's growing this season. She's growing. I thought she would never take off. She's growing. I've got another pepper plant here. Pepper. I don't know what that is. I've got sage that overwinters very well. It does very well in hot and cold weather. That sage. I've got a collard green tree that's coming along fine. I planted that one this winter in the pot in the tunnel. So she's out now. And these are carrots that I planted last year that overwintered in the tunnel. They overwintered. And guess what? I'm going to let them go to seed so I can have more carrots. But they look lovely, don't they? They overwintered in the tunnel. Okay, and I've got other things that's coming to life. I've got strawberry plants out here. Do I see a strawberry? Look at there. I see a strawberry. Yes. Y'all, I love strawberries. I just love them. This is a pot full of weeds I need to clean out. And strawberries are looking good. Look at the chives. Aren't they gorgeous? They're just taking off. Last year they were tiny and puny. Look at them this year. Okay, so I've got another persimmon tree in the corner, right back here in this corner. And I planted in the ground. I got them both at the same time. I kept one in the pot to see how well it does against the one I put in the ground. Well, let's go out here and take a closer look at the one I put in the ground. And while we're going, there's another collard tree. Some more sage, pineapple sage. Now this right here, I ought to have some seeds on it. I'm going to get those seeds off and plant them and see what they give me some more of those beautiful flowers. I forgot what the name of them was, but they look like this. See? I bought that last year. I'm going to see if I can get some more off of it this year. And that's what gardening isn't an everyday experience. You're going to try some things that's going to work that you didn't know would work, and you're going to try some things that won't work that you thought would work. But look at these onions. Look at them. They're coming on. I think I need to go ahead and start thinning them out and planting some because I love onions. You will see me with onions everywhere because I love them. I love onions. I put them in everything. Move, JJ. There's JJ. He's wondering why I'm taking so long, I guess. That's my companion dog. This is the peach tree I planted last year. She's coming on. Look at her. She's coming on, and she has another peach tree right next to her. Not too close. I guess they sit about 12 feet apart. But look, coming on. Look, she was full of blossoms. Full of blossoms. There's still some blossoms there. Yeah, blossoms. And so I'm hoping this year I will get some fruit. Now this is can y'all see that? It's a dwarf peach, early Alberta. It's a dwarf peach tree, early Alberta. It's not going to get huge. It's not supposed to. But it's supposed to give me some good peaches. Amen. And this one over here, let me go back. Let me go back and see what kind this one is. Y'all, I got one of those things. My son spotted it for me at Walmart the other day. It's a holder. You put it around your neck and you attach your camera to it. And you can walk around and have both hands free while you show what you're doing. This is a J.H. Hale peach tree. Okay, it's a different one from the other one. It even looks a little different. But we're going to see what it does this year. Amen. That's the outside of the tunnel. My tunnel is pretty. I added to it this year. Back in the winter, when I started out, that tunnel was about 12 feet long. Now it's 20. And I just love it. I love it in there. I just love going in there. Y'all, there's so much to do around here. I don't know what all to show you, but look at this. This is the pear tree. They waking up. Oh, look at there. Oh, look at there. Look at that. Can y'all see that? Huh? This is my pear tree. Let me show you what kind it is. I don't like to lean to my own memory sometimes because I am a grandma. Okay, this is a dwarf pear, European barley. It's a barley pear tree. She's doing good, y'all. Even got new growth coming around the bottom. See that? Okay, she has another one about 12 feet from her. It's a lot to do out here, y'all. I've got to get mulch and put on my cardboard. Okay, let's see. This one is a same thing. It's a barley too. And look at her. Look at her. She's going straight up. My goodness. She's going straight up. I'm excited, guys. Everything seemed to be holding on. I overwintered a few greens out here so that I could get more seeds. And this is what they're looking like. I'm finding out we can overwinter a lot of things and they will withstand the weather. Now, aren't these the prettiest leaves you've seen in a while? I mean, no bugs, no insects, no nothing. But I'm letting them go to seed so that I would have more. I'm learning. You know, we had a little scare with seeds not long ago, and I got to clean that bed out. It looks like it ought to have stuff growing in it, but those are weeds. This one too. Weeds. Now, we just cleaned these beds out about a month ago, 2 months ago. And look at them now. Okay, look at here. These are some more. These are called collard cabbages. Collard cabbages. They look like cabbages for a while they're growing, and then, but they never close up. And I found out that they are collard cabbages. Now, I threw a cabbage over in here too, and that's it right there straight ahead. You see that cabbage? Yeah, it came to a head even though it's a small one. And it's going to go to seed too, because I'm going to show y'all how they go to seed. But these are collard cabbage plants. I've got seeds. We got seeds coming. Seeds. More seeds. Amen. Now walk over here with me a minute. We're going to walk over here to my cabbage patch. On the way to the cabbage patch, let me show y'all my on the way to the cabbage patch, let me show y'all. I picked up another apple tree. It's in the bucket. Look at there how it's blooming. Look at there. It'll do it. It'll do it. It'll do it. See there? Look at there. Look at the. It's growing right there. Now this is a red delicious. I picked it up this year because I need another one to go with the one I bought back in the fall for $6. I got that one over there back in the fall for $6. And what am I showing y'all? Look like I'm showing y'all the back. These are onions. All right, like I said, I'm a grandma, so y'all forgive me when I really don't know what I'm doing. These are onions that wintered over. They are from winter. They wintered over this year. I let them stay out here and I ate from them all year. This is what I have left. I told y'all you'll find onions around here everywhere. And they are nice big onions. Good big green spring onions. Delicious. I pulled one out of here the other day. It was so big I used it on 2 meals. Okay. Let's walk over here to the cabbage patch. Okay, this is my cabbage patch. I gave away cabbages, but you know what I found interesting? I would tell people to come and get them before they went to pot. They would say they were coming, but they didn't come. Isn't it amazing now at how we have just completely reversed from the way our parents were? It's amazing. But that day may come again where we'll be glad to get whatever we can get from anybody to eat. Look, this is how a cabbage go to head. This is how it bolts. This is how it bolts. It's bolting. It's going to seed. Those big, pretty big heads are now bolting and going to seed. I had never seen this happen before. I've never seen it. And what I want to do is show others things that I haven't seen before. I was wondering, I said, well, where do you get the cabbage seeds from? I haven't seen anybody tell me. But take a look at this. Look at that. Look at that. That's a cabbage going to seed. Look at those seeds. Isn't there's lots of them. So that's what I'm going to let these do. I'm going to let them go ahead and bolt, go to seed. I will collect the seeds. Well, y'all, I'm tired now. I'm going to get ready to go on in. I've been out here working in the tunnel, getting some things ready for more planting. And I hope I've showed you something to benefit you. And I hope you'll come in and share your journey with me. Share what you're doing to sustain yourself. I didn't get to my rose bushes this year, but I do need to cut. I need to cut that one down some. The rose bush is taller than the house. I say it every year, but I'm going to go on out there before it gets any later in spring and cut it back. All right, guys, I love you all. I'll be showing you more later. This is Lillian coming from Proud Mamas Garden Network. Proud Grandmamas Garden Network. I am a proud grandma. I am a proud grandma. And I thank God for giving me the strength to do what I do, the mind to do what I do. The energy. I thank Him for it. Because when I have it, I get out here. And when I don't, I wait until I get it again. All right. I love you guys. Over and out. Bye.